Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's it. Right at the 8. Double tight, double tight. Hey, you got 3. 3 down.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, winning that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Good. Watch the twist. Hey, check right. Big grip.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As these guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Newton now to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
That's good for a Steelers
31
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. 8. Hot 7. Check 15.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
That's it, baby.
Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Big hit.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Man, I got you. Check nickel. He's coming. We got double up. Alert 3. Safe. 20. Check. Lucky. Off.
Newton on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The run on 1st down gets him a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kill. 80 weapon. Watch out. Hey, Sam on. Dude.
Now a first carry for the fullback. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Come on,
line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check 3, check 3. Greystone travel. Check 24, check 24. On the ball. Now.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
60 Pittsburgh.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check, 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 check. Look at me. Go, get it.
Now Joe Mixon. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
218, chop. Score, score. Yep. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Let's go.
Mixon will try the right side. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw here. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Hit it.
He'll look to throw. This one hauled in by Sample. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Under 10.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
We go.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha. Fire.
He'll drop to throw.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Bullock's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Fielded about a yard deep.
Keep playing hard.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
20. They're not ready for this. They still playing. Great. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 24. Check 24. Express. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Now Newton. completes it to Bryant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
It's second and 8.
Double time. Double time. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, Express. 3 down, 3 down. Great.
On second down now, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they also get downfield and catch the football.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Big Geno Atkins here to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the 44, Newton flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
In your face. 55 is Mike, guys, 55. Here we go. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. He can't hit. Bravo. He's not going to get me.
Second and 10. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, exit.
He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Minka Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch twist.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 180. You remember me. Let's go, baby. Gun.
From the 50, Newton. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
You don't want no problem from me.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Newton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. On first down, it's Samuels. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 4 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the 16, Newton rolling to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals take over first and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. Big shot downfield. No. Guaranteed it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 40. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up second and 9. Again, it's Mixon, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Mike 5-5. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Topper.
Fresno.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Come on,
Ball
set.
up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. 55's my guy, 55. I'm going to come back to you. He's checking.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. A nice move he had, but can't break away.
Oh, yeah.
And he's brought down just inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go
So
now.
they'll come
50,
up after the
plant.
gain of 7 on a second and 3.
Get him.
Second and 3. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
55. He runs. Check.
Protein spill.
He's coming. Double up.
Yo, cheetah. Go.
They'll give it to Mixon. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
30 base.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Defense. Check hot route. Hot. Mike 55.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 9. Express. Motion. 57 Mike.
Out of the gun.
Go defense. Our time. It's our time.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Let it break.
55. What's the run? They're running it.
Lee Griffin.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Hey. Nice 7.
Check tight.
Shoot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Running to start the drive is Samuels. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That one 28 yards on the ground. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
We got 3.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Get ready.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your deep.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage. Then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough game for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Whoa! Let's get it. 20. 31's the mic. Let's go, tight end. 31's the mic. Come on, dude. Let's get it.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
55.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on second down. Newton escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Watch the edge.
On third down, here's Samuels. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Samuels. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flush. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Steelers on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
It's 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Let's go, baby.
1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Ready up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
A gain of 16 yards.
Ready.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me,
and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
oh, no doubt, they have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Ready.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? The other thing that always hits me is, Are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, he's going to go for a big play down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
Come on, QB, come
and
on.
let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle taken in. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Throwing is Newton. And the catch made by Johnson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Again, Newton eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm here all day.
General West.
They'll run with Mixon. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Come on, set.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, baby, I see you.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Strip that ball. Kill, 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 kill. Check, check.
Leo. Ready?
Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Set. 50, plant.
Let's get the ball.
Mike, sit down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw.
Target.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.